We try to explain to him that, people are outside the hospital singing, putting cards and flowers. I do believe he heard, because even this last week, I don't know what we were saying with the doctors, and because, he hardly opened his eyes, I think this month. And I don't know what somebody was saying to me, and I said, well, I believe he still hears me, when I speak to him, because I would every day say to him, even if he had all of those, chips, either kiss here or kiss the cheek and say, because for infection control, every day for the, past how many months, I would say, I love you, Dada. I'm coming to see you tomorrow, and then maybe he would open his eyes for just a second and close those eyes. So for me, I think that until the last moment had us, and the children were there, the grandchildren were there, Grasa was there. So we are always around him, and even at the last moment, we were sitting with him on Thursday, the whole day. I think from last week Friday until Thursday, it was a wonderful time. If we can say the process of death is wonderful. But Dada had a wonderful time because we were there, and when the doctors told us, I think Thursday morning, they had warned us before of science, but when they told us Thursday morning that there was nothing that they could do, and said to me, Mikey, call everybody that's here that wants to see him and say bye-bye. It was the most wonderful day for us because the grandchildren were there, we were there, the professional doctors, and in actual fact, when they saw him sleeping away, those doctors dedicated their time. They were running shifts, 3-hour shifts, 24 hours. Being there, it was like they were soldiers guarding this. I don't know whether you understand this. They were soldiers guarding the spirit of a king. Yes, my father comes from royalty. Without them knowing, they were actually practicing our rituals and culture. They were there in silence, and when we as family members come in, they would excuse themselves, and just a few of them would be there to give us the time to be around my dad's bed. And so even for the grandchildren, I think it was a wonderful moment. For me, when I look at my dad and look at his life, is that nothing, if you set your goal that's higher than life goal, all of us, to be a better person, to give back to society. Because I don't think my father fought just for political freedom. My father also fought for spiritual freedom, to free yourself spiritually. He talks about the fact that it takes courage to forgiveness. Forgiveness is a very difficult thing. I don't think it was easy. He woke up one day and say, I forgive those who incarcerated me and everything. But I think he knew that if he didn't forgive, he would be forever in prison himself spiritually. And if you are not free here, you cannot be free definitely here. And so for me, the lesson we can take away from his life is to have the courage to forgive other people. Your own husband, if you are married, your own children, your own neighbors, your own community, people who have done you. Because if we have the courage to forgive as human beings, there would be no wars that we see around us. There would be no crime, there would be no violence, there would be no conflict. Okay? And for me, that's the greatest gift that Dada has given to the world. Because he also says, none of us when we are born hating another. We are taught to hate. And if you can teach a human being to hate, you can also teach a human being to love, to embrace, to forgive. And for me, that's the greatest lesson.